Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number BF15647-628. This is a set of push and pull bars. The BF15647 is comprised of the horizontal push and then the offset pull. This is in 628 finish, which means that it is made of aluminum and in a clear anodized finish. This material, the part number, refers to the fact that the bar diameter is 1 inch for both the push bar and the pull bar. It is, the pull handle is 8-inch center to center, so that means it's going to be 9-inch overall height, 8-inch center to center. This is going to have a clearance from the face of the door to the inside of the handle of 2.5 inch. That means it'll be 3.5 inch overall. Okay. The dimension from the outside of the handle, I'm just kind of gauging it on the camera. Looks like it's about 4 inch. Okay. Then our push bar, that's going to have a clearance of 1.5 inches. A bit hard to see there, but nonetheless. And then 2.5 inch obviously on the outside. Certainly available in all of the standard base materials and finish. This can be done in aluminum base material with the different anodized finishes, clear, dark bronze, etc. Stainless steel, polished and satin. And onto stainless steel, they'll certainly powder coat other finishes. Certainly they can do black, and I've recently seen white, and I believe they can do red as well. It's powder coating, so they can probably do lots of different colors, seeing as how it's just technically paint. Brass-based material, bronze-based material, so onto that you can do your brass finishes, your bronze, your nickels, your chromes, satin, polished, oil rub bronze. Oh, in terms of powder coating, they can do the US 10BE, the oil rub bronze equivalent as a powder coat, and they would certainly do that on stainless steel. The rule with powder coating is that you generally do it on the least expensive material, but I don't see it done on aluminum. And then, of course, in addition to sizes, finishes, sizes can be done as well. The BF15647 specifically means that you're getting an offset pull handle that's 1 inch diameter with an 8-inch center to center. What that part number doesn't define is the center to center of the push bar. This happens to be 33 inch. Very typical and very common. 29 inch is also common, but 33 is the most common for narrow style aluminum storefront doors. But that does have to be indicated at the time of order so that we know exactly what size you need for the push bar. This particular part number is will include a T3 mount, and a T3 mount is probably the most common for this application. So there's going to be a package of fasteners here, and let's go over what it is. First, some definitions. You have what is called the common end and then the free end. The common end is where the two items come together. Okay? Therefore, that would be a free end, and that would be a free end. Okay? So the common end, there would be one common end on this pole, and then two free ends. For the common end, you're going to use this cone head bolt, and these bolts can all be bought separately. From the outside, you'll install the handle. You'll run this bolt through the door, tighten it. You can see that there's a hole that's there. Well, that's a tapped hole for the set screw. That's going to fit in and over, just like that. And then your set screw, which is included, will allow you to secure the push bar into this feature of the cone bolt. Okay, so that's how the common end works. On the free end, you're going to use the flathead 1/4-20 bolt, and by the way, these are all 1/4-20, with a finish or countersunk washer. At the other free end, for some reason, for some reason, they have drilled and tapped a hole there as well. Oh, I know why. It has to be done this way for this handle to be non-handed. Yeah, that is certainly why this has to be done. They've drilled holes on both ends and tapped them for the set screws. You'll want that to be pointed down. And in order to make this pull handle non-handed, the other side is going to have, there'll be 2 bolts, 2 countersunk washers, but then it'll have this cone feature that you'll thread onto the end of the bolt. And then it does indeed include 2 set screws, so the other will be at the other free end, is how you're going to hold that on. Okay? So that's why I realized as I was saying it, the only reason they would do that is to make it non-handed. Otherwise, the handle would certainly be handed. You know, I would just prefer if it was ordered as a handed unit, so that the installation of the hardware with the bolt package was as elegant as possible. I would prefer to have the bolt running into the tapped hole rather than a set screw holding on a cone inside of there. But, you know, door handing, etc., is not necessarily something that is really worth the amount of difficulty that might be given to the rest of the client base in simply ordering the wrong hand is the bottom line. I want those set screws concealed at the bottom. I don't want to see them at the top or on the side. So that's why you can have your cake and eat it too, I suppose. Now you can also order this with options. First of all, you can do engraving on the push bar, the pull handle. I've done a steam room in a Park District health club. Stainless bars, everything's engraved, push and pull. Okay, bit difficult to understand perhaps the way a door swings in that sort of application. The specialty door that it was, it may have been center hung, and having that information engraved is certainly helpful. You're going to be able to order it with different mount types as well if you wanted to upgrade the diameter of the bolts from 1/4 to 5/16, 5/16/18, a thicker, obviously a thicker bolt, that can be done. They ought to be able to do this in a 3/8 size as well, which would be a type 3XHD is what it would be called. There are, speaking of mountings, there are different mounting options that are listed down below, but that needs to be called out separately because this model, you need to select the mount type that you want. And type 3 is indeed the most common. They don't list that type, that 3/8/16 bolt type here, so it must not be available for this. Some pull handles are available with a 3/8 bolt. So for this, it'll be 1/4 or 5/16. I would certainly recommend that you go with the HD version, the 5/16. Just given the amount of bolts that we sell alone, tells me that the 1/4-20 obviously breaks quite a bit. Would definitely be nice if they were using a higher grade of bolt. This is probably grade 3 at best. A grade 5 or, you know, maybe even something more extreme. They might want to, you know, review that. Engraving option, again, needs to be selected. Mount type needs to be selected. We need to know the center to center of that. There's also a link below this video to the product brochure that will allow you to review the offset series of the 147s. So, pardon me, the 47. This is the 47 in the part number. This is the BF156 in the part number. So BF15647 gives you the combination. Then you select any options. You select your mounting type, indicate your door thickness. That would be nice as well. But that table that's in the product catalog will show you how the part number changes as the center to center changes. Okay. Now, being Rockwood, they can absolutely manufacture any size that you might like to have on this. I've ordered these as 24-inch because that's what the client wanted, because we were literally doing 9-foot tall doors, and it really makes sense when you're looking at the door in elevation to have hardware that's proportional with the door height. You know, if you've got, you know, 10-foot ceilings in a residential kitchen, you're not using 4-inch center to center, you know, cabinet poles when your cabinets run, you know, much higher than the standard sort of 8-foot ceiling height in a typical home. So keeping it all in proportion is what I'm trying to say. They do list up to 18-inch there as well. They do indicate the different colors of powder coat, red, black, and white are listed there. They do also indicate the US 32 MS, that would be the micro shield, and that would be a coating that would be on the stainless steel hardware, which inhibits the growth of bacteria, the transfer of germs as you're touching hardware. You'll see that as a standard specification in hospital sets of hardware, that you'll have the micro shield added to the finish. Finally, there is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Rockwood products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. Any questions on the Rockwood, this is their part number BF15647 and a 628 finish and a T3 mount, or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.